Brad for it. I was saved almost 25 years ago on end of February, beginning of March 1988. I was at home, not paying much attention with I was paying attention to my wife, but I was at home with my wife, not doing much of anything, and it was in California in the high desert, a snowy, cold day, similar like this morning, although it didn't snow here. And assistant pastor of a church came down and knocked on the door. I had never thought about church. I wasn't raised in a church family. I was actually raised by Jewish parents, so it's not something that entered my mind. But he came in. I felt sorry for him, invited him out of the cold, to be honest. We sat and talked, and it's the first time that anybody had really shared anything with me. So I agreed to go to church, and the following Sunday, went to church. It's a church similar to this, Bible preaching, Bible believing, door knocking church, and got saved and baptized the next weekend. Kind of got away from the Lord for quite a while. And I want to thank my wife for being faithful, because without her I wouldn't come back. The thing I wanted to share the most is something that happened Thursday. And it wasn't during one of the services. It was actually in the pastor's office. I interrupted the pastor praying with the evangelist. And I shared my testimony with him, similar to what I've shared with you. And one of the evangelists, first time ever somebody asked me, are your parents saved? I had never thought about it. My parents had passed away, but it made it very personal to me. I don't know if my parents were saved. I never asked them. So since then, the decision that I made for the Lord is I'm going to ask everybody, are you saved? I've been out door knocking, and it's just something that I've been told to do. Like many of you, you go to a Bible believing church, you knock on the door, you invite people. If they come, great. If they don't, do you really think about it anymore? Well, it really touched my heart to make it personal. And I actually, between that time and now, I prayed that somebody would sit in the service next to me that I didn't know. Fred invited a gentleman to church today. He sat next to me. I didn't know him. We talked. Fred was doing ushering, so I kind of befriended him and talked to him. But I made a point, and I didn't know this man. He had told me that he went to a Baptist church, but after the invitation, which the pastor always gives, sometimes people don't think it's for them. But I put my arm around him and I asked him, I said, "Sir, I know that you told me you grew up in a Baptist church, but have you accepted Christ as your Savior?" And it's personal now. It's something that I asked him, I know. And it's not something that I give a tract and walk away from. So I would just ask that find something in your life that makes it personal, whether it's asking your wife or your husband or your child. Know for certain that they've been asked a question.